Hey, this is Dale Calvert. Over the next couple of minutes, I just want to have a factual conversation about what's going on behind the anti-MLM movement that we're seeing. And it really is sincerely a movement. I'm getting more and more questions. I'm having more and more conversations. I just had a conversation with a young lady today that's been involved in the profession for 4 years. She's frustrated, looking to make a change, and not sure if network marketing is what she wants to do now, even though she understands that it is the best option to be able to provide her not just time and not just money, but both time and money. The best opportunity in the world for average people with above average desire. And she's really starting to question whether this is for her or not. And just in speaking with her, I had absolutely uh, no doubt that she had the communication skills and the ability to become a very good leader in this profession if if she got the right training and she was with the right company at the right time in history. And her main problem is she's had terrible uplines, and she's been simply in the wrong company at the wrong time in history. But again, let's look at just, we go down through YouTube and it's just full of people griping, complaining. Most of them can't keep their thumb out of their mouth, talking about how they were a victim and some network marketing company messed them over. Now, I want to make it very clear that I have a real love-hate relationship with network marketing. I love the profession. I'm beyond disturbed by what it's become. And again, you look at this and you think, what in the world is going on? What is this all about? And you know, people calling out everybody and anybody and calling out the profession, and it's just unbelievable to me what we see people doing, uh, and how they're griping and complaining about a profession that has really changed the lives of so many people. But it's all over. It's everywhere that you look. It's nonstop. And a lot of people are saying, I told my team to post fake pictures and give fake testimonies, and I did this that was wrong and that was wrong. Well, guys, that's on you. That's on you. Well, my leader told me to. Well, what did your mom? My mom told me if somebody told you to jump off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge? I mean, it's crazy. And again, I'm not saying that there's not a lot of predatory leaders in this profession. There are, but there are a ton of people that really are trying to the very best of their ability to support and to help people, and to some people deserve to be called out. And so I'm with you for that, but how you do it and the way you do it, it's either going to provide value or it's not. And again, people complaining about LuLaRoe, which there's grounds for that, without question. Beachbody, and so on and so forth. And the reality is, most of these companies that people are talking about, their biggest challenge, besides probably not having proven systems for them to plug into and move forward, is their biggest challenge was they were simply in the wrong company at the wrong time in history. And this person, it's like, how many of these videos do you need to do? How many of these videos do you need to do? And well, let's just look.
Hey guys, long time no see.
So we go, and I think if I remember correctly, she was in It Works, and every video is basically how bad network marketing is, and so on and so forth. So if that's true, can't you say your piece one time and be done with it? So why do these people make multiple videos on this topic? It's because they know victims will flock to it. And, I think this is the girl that sells anti-MLM t-shirts and hoodies and whatever. And they're just trying to make money. Yeah, here you go. Here's merch available. Okay, and all this is anti-MLM stuff. Okay. And I think this is hilarious because in my mind, what she's doing here is worse than what she ever experienced with any network marketing company. And then you got these wannabes jumping on the bandwagon so they can build up their audience and maybe make some money from YouTube. And it's just kind of comical if you kind of look behind the curtain and say, what are these people really doing? What is their objective really here? I mean, it's just kind of fascinating. This one, I told my team to use fake pictures. Well, that's on you. It's not on the company. It's not even on your upline. Obviously, if your upline told you to do that, you shouldn't have done it, but you didn't have to do it. That was your decision. That was your decision. So, again, I am not, I mean, some of these people have legitimate concerns, legitimate gripes, and I'm not trying to downplay that at all. But probably, before you listen to anything else I say, you should probably ask yourself, well, who the heck is this person? Why does he care? My name again is Dale Calvert. And it really saddens me to see this because I've watched the greatest opportunity in the history of the world to help average people with above average desire just diminish into what it is today. And it's been very bothersome for me to watch this happen. I'm one of the success stories. When I started in this profession, I was driving this beat up Chevy Chevette, living in this little 600 square foot home. And, a few years down the road, we were able to build our dream home, 17,000 square foot mansion on 100 acres in central Kentucky. And the thing that I'm absolutely the most proud of is, I actually retired at age 39 and made over $10 million my last 5 years after building a team. But we were featured on this magazine, Success Makers. That is myself right here with the red tie and the owner at the time. That's my yellow Viper, my blue Viper, the company limos, company plane. I mean, it was a great experience. It was a phenomenal run. But the thing I'm the most proud of is this entire magazine was just full of people that we personally work with, train, and help them break out of the bondage they were in, working a full-time job or in their traditional businesses, and give them time and money. And I am one of the few people on the planet that knows what it feels like to have over 200 people on your personal team making 5, 6, and 7-figure incomes. So you can learn more about me than you would ever want to know at dalecalvert.com. So I'm coming, I feel like, from a place of experience, and what I'm going to share, it's not going to make the anti-MLM people happy. It's not going to make the network marketers happy, but it needs to be said. It absolutely just needs to be said. And honestly, I'm doing it just to clear my head a little bit because I've had so many conversations recently where people that are really concerned with what the heck's going on. So I'm just going to give you a couple of things for I hope the anti-MLM crowd and the I love MLM crowd will think about. I did a webinar probably 4 or 5, maybe longer than that. It's probably been longer than that now. And it's called The 4 Stages of a Movement. And the bottom line, network marketing was an awakening. It was born out of the personal development movement, and it had massive growth in the 70s, 80s, and the early 90s. And then after the internet hit, we could no longer develop what I call closed cultures, where we could teach systems and the truth, the wisdom of the ages truth of what it takes to build a network marketing team. And we got into a real speculation stage as an industry. And when any movement gets away from the fundamentals that create growth, there's always unintended consequences. Always. And it doesn't matter what type of movement you're talking about. And network marketing was a movement, an absolute movement. And then it started to get away from the fundamentals, the wisdom of the ages principles, telling people the truth. This is a 3 to 5 year game plan to success. Your first 2 years, you're going to work really hard and you're not going to get paid that much. But your 4th year, 5th year, and beyond, if you build it right, your income's going to continue to grow, and the time necessary that you have to spend in your business will diminish. And again, that is if you build it correctly, based upon proven wisdom of the ages principles, which without question is not being done today. So several years ago, this came out, I think, in 1999, the audio cassette, because I was really starting to get concerned. I was seeing people the profession get away from the core fundamentals, looking to find ways to do it quicker, faster, and easier. It's like in this audio, I'm saying, guys, a 3 to 5 year game plan to financial independence is good enough. We don't have to stretch the truth and try to tell people, I'm going to sell you this genealogy list, and you call these people and they're going to be ready to join your team. We need to teach people how to become lead generation experts themselves, master lead generation, and you saw these lead generation companies pop up, pay us $200 and we'll send you 200 red hot leads that are ready to join your team, and so on and so forth. And we just started getting so far away. And again, this was back in 99 from the core fundamentals that this profession was built upon. I recently re-released this course, this audio, the original audio, and I've added a lot of other material to it, and it's absolutely free to anybody that really wants to understand the history of this profession and what it really takes to build long-term residual and even legacy income in this profession. Because I can tell you without doubt, the path the profession is on today, it's just a social club. It's not a business. It's a social club. Get on your upline's webinar every week. They're going to give you a virtual high five and call you a rock star, even though they and everybody on the team knows you haven't even sponsored your mama yet. It's an industry that's become full of just people that tell people what they want to hear, stroke people's ego in hopes of keeping them on auto ship one more month. And I've talked about all this for many years. I get into a training we recently released. It's over at MLMhelp.com. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's the wrong URL. Let me change it while I can. It's actually at MLMhelp.com/critical is where the 4 stages of a movement. This is at MLMsuccess.com/3-secrets. And if you really want an understanding of what it takes to build a team today in today's network marketing environment, this is a training that will really help you. And again, we're in a situation where a lot of self-proclaimed gurus have figured out that the easiest thing in the world is just to tell people what they want to hear so they can sell you what they want to sell you. If you really understood the backstory of most of the people that you think are the MLM messiah gurus in this profession, if you really understood their backstory, if you really took the time to get the facts and look behind the curtain, it would scare you to death. It would scare you to death. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Here's a great example. This article I wrote probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I did this video because at the time, name the guru, whoever you want to name. The whole pitch back then, 4 or 5 years ago, was if you want to be perceived to be a network marketing professional, then you must have a blog. And everybody was selling a blog platform. You guys remember that. You got to have a blog. And it was just a trumped up affiliate program. And they were more interested in telling people what they wanted to hear, that if you have a blog, then people will come and they'll find you and they'll connect with you and they'll call you screaming their credit card number in the phone, begging to join your network marketing downline. Well, we all know that's not true, but what it's been now, it's TikTok or whatever is the newest, latest thing. They're going to tell you, this is the answer. Send me $247 or $97 or whatever the course is, and all your network marketing problems will be solved with this new magical social media trick, tip, hack, whatever. And just for the record,
hi, my name's Dale.
Just for the record, so you know, searching for network marketing tips, tricks, and nuggets will delay your success by years. I promise you, by years. That is not the answer. And again, this is at mlmhelp.com/tips. Let me get back on what I really want to make sure I cover here. So you can go check out. I got a lot of resources here, guys, and they're all free. I'm not going to try to sell you anything at the end of this. There's nothing to pitch you. Again, this is just a mind dump, really, for me. So again, this is the state of the profession. Yes, I am involved with the company. I started the North America launch team about a year ago. My first 2 months, I was the number one recruiter in the world out of over 252,000 distributors. And you say, well, yeah, Dale, you've been around a long, but I've been in the top 10 in the world 4 times my first 10 months with this program. And the majority of people that we're enrolling today, I've never met. They don't know me. I don't know them. And, because I understand that you've got to get the message in the marketplace correctly. And how are 99% of the people telling you to do that? Through some type of video, whether it's TikTok or whether it's doing videos on your stories and so on and so forth. And here's what I know. Most of the people you're looking at, they're good, honest, hardworking people, but they don't want to get in front of a video camera. They don't want to act like something they're not. They just want a proven path that will lead them to success. That's what most people are looking at. And see, here's the thing about it, guys. A year ago, I did this video. It's on YouTube. It's also over at MLMsuccess.com/4 stars. And in this video, I explained specifically, without question, a year ago, this is the best network opportunity for 2021. And why? the facts. And honestly, if you're looking to make a shift, you haven't given up on the network marketing dream yet, and you're looking to make a shift, the guidelines that I cover in this video will tell you exactly what you should be looking for. And in this video at the end, I reveal, what the number one network marketing company opportunity for 2021 is. This is about the time we started the North America launch team. And again, some of this information can only come from somebody that's been around as long as I have. I mean, I've been doing this for 40 years. I started when I was a 20-year-old snot-nosed kid, didn't have a clue what I was doing. But anyway, we did this video, and then just this week, the company that we mentioned at the end of this that met the 4 stars and met all the criteria that must be there if you want to have a chance at success. You have to have these 4 stars line up. And again, when I look through YouTube, most of those people, they were with the wrong company at the wrong time in history. And they had the odds stacked against them from day one. They did. You have to stack the odds in your favor. But, long story short, we did this training a year ago. And this week, the company we talked about, APO Go, was voted the number one network marketing company in the world by home business, work at home, business from home. It was voted number one. Now, this didn't surprise me at all because it met the 4 stars. And there's reasons people fail. There's reasons people succeed. And most people never really clarify those in their mind. Now, network marketing as a profession absolutely has been on a downhill trend. Again, because we've allowed self-proclaimed gurus to come in and tell people what they want to hear so they could sell them what they want to sell them. Make sure they get them to the next big seminar in Las Vegas or whatever. And it's just a joke. It's a social club. Again, I have a real love-hate relationship with this profession. I'm so thankful for what it's meant to me in my life, and it's beyond disturbing what I've watched it become. So I sympathize with the MLM haters. I really do. I tell people, if you joined after 2001, 2002, 2003, you don't have a chance, more than likely, because the acceptance in the marketplace has just continued to dwindle. And again, I'm being very truthful. In my podcast, we talk about the paradigm shift of 1995. In my opinion, 1995 was the peak of the network marketing business model. It really caught steam and momentum in the 70s, the 80s. Not the early 90s were phenomenal. And then in 95, it peaked. Right after Success Magazine came out with the article, We Create Millionaires, the cover story. And that's when Success Magazine was really Success Magazine and not just a promotional piece. And people started to realize, hey, because at that time we were still in a closed culture. And people started to realize, hey, there's other companies out there besides Herbalife or OxyFresh or whatever other company. And it changed. That was the shift. And today, everybody's told, go on social media, do this on social media. And I don't care what you're doing on social media. I don't care what you're doing. If someone tells you to launch your business on social media, run. It will not work. That is not the way to launch your business. It's just not. It's a valuable tool when used correctly and used sequentially at the right time But, it's just like, before everybody was telling people they had to blog, they were telling people you got to go on YouTube and do a video every day and call yourself a network marketing consultant, trainer, guru, or whatever. That was the trend. There's always trends, and every trend that I've seen since 2000 has been misinformation, terrible information being taught by people that don't have a clue. Most of them have never built a significant team. And again, but Dell, they said this. They said they were the number one money earner in that. Yeah, but what company? Why don't they ever mention the company? I'm not saying they weren't. I'm just saying what they were doing was a scam. They were the number one money earner in a scam or whatever. Do your homework. Look behind the curtain. Always ask, who is this person? Why am I listening to them? Why am I listening to them? What was I talking about? I was going to show you another article. Oh, YouTube. Okay, this is an article. I don't know when this was done, probably 4, 5, 6 years ago, maybe. But at the time, there were over 42,000 self-proclaimed network marketing gurus, ninjas, masters, rock stars, consultants, and trainers on YouTube. We did the numbers. 42,000, most of which accounts today are dormant. But why? Because everybody was telling everybody, go on YouTube, and make videos. And the reality is that is terrible advice for 97% of the people, of the population around the world. Now it's the same thing. It's just they're saying TikTok. Guys, the amount of misinformation that has been propagated throughout this profession is overwhelming. It's just ridiculous when you just sit back, because real business-minded people think to themselves, what the heck are these people doing? What are they doing? What do they think they're doing? I mean, it's really unbelievable. I tell people, the only people you're going to attract with your video are people that like being entertained by you instead of watching cat videos. Are those really the people that you're looking for in your business? Are you looking for bored people sitting at home watching cat videos? Or are you looking for career frustrated, business minded people that are trapped in a corporate cubicle? I mean, really, the demographic, the top demographic of TikTok is 13 to 17-year-olds. Is that your demographic? Oh yeah, Dale, but these platforms age up. They don't all age up. Most of them do. But do you really think TikTok will? It may. But is that good? Is that valuable use of your time right now? Is it really? It's just amazing to me. So again, I've talked about these two, and this is the last one I hope you'll take a listen to. And it's called Predatory MLM. A lot of the people that are in the anti-MLM movement feel like they were taken advantage of and lied to, and many of them were. And for those of you that are trying to build a business and build it correctly, I don't think there's any time, place that you should ever ask your people to do more business, to buy more product than is required from their monthly PV, whatever their monthly PV requirement is, BV, PV, whatever your company calls it. Don't ever do that, because once you cross that line, then you can go down predatory paths, and I've seen it happen to many good people, really good people, that started out with great intentions, and before you know it, they're really pressuring people, and they don't understand your team doesn't work for you. Your job is to work for your team. I could go on and on, but I won't. And as I talk through this, it's like, Dale, you're anti-MLM too. You know, I'm not anti-MLM. I'm just disgusted that we didn't do a better job at calling out the shysters. I really am. And we didn't do a better job of taking care of the goose that's laying the golden eggs. And again, this profession absolutely changed my life. I don't know where I would be today if I hadn't found the network marketing business model. I sincerely don't. But guys, the numbers do not lie. This is the amount of interest people have in network marketing. And you can see, if we could go back and chart like 1970, you've seen uptick, year after year after year after year after year after year to about 95. And then it would start chopping, and then it peaked again here. And then you can see it's just been on a downward trend ever since for the last 10 years. So that's the state of the industry. And, you can quote whoever you want to quote about stone cold facts, better way, or whatever you want to say. And it is. It's the number one opportunity in the world for average people with above average desire to create financial independence and even legacy wealth. But you know what? Nobody's talking about that. They're all talking about, all they're trying to do is get people to go on social media, sell as many products as they can, so their BV helps the leaders check next month. It's like, tell people whatever I can tell them to keep them on auto ship one more month. If you fall into that trap, you're just asking for trouble. And again, when a movement gets away from the core fundamentals, there's always unintended consequences. So if I've said anything that's made any sense for you, and if you're really serious, I was talking to a young man today, 35 years old, and he says it's time for me to really get serious. He's been around the profession for 5, 6, 7 years. He's with a very, very credible company, but that company has peaked. The growth is over. It's not going to rebound. It's not. And he's realizing that. And that's why he contacted me. And the first thing I asked him, I said, why are you doing network marketing? There's so many opportunities today to create a side gig income that can be built into a full-time income. Why network marketing? And he said, because I've not seen any other business model out there that will allow me to build a residual income that will give me time to enjoy my kids and my family. And I said, bingo, that's exactly right. There's not. It's the greatest opportunity in the history of the world for average people with above average desire to build financial independence if the 4 stars line up. So I've given you a lot of resources. If you're serious, I know some of these podcast sessions and some of the trainings I've shared will really help you and speak to you. And this is the last thought that I want to leave you with. For all of you that are living, dreaming the dream, is number one, always ask yourself, who is this person and why should I be listening to them? Understand and ask yourself, am I involved in somebody that's teaching me to build a business, or am I just part of a social club? Am I part of a tribe? Am I there to get my ego stroked, or am I involved, and am I profitable, and am I moving forward every single month, every single day, every single week, every single month? Am I moving forward? Am I progressing in my business? Because the truth is, you are or you're not. And I've got a podcast on that too called You Are or You're Not. and to their own self be true. But to those of you that are having success and you're moving forward, the thought I want to leave you with is the quote by Edmund Burke, and I know you've probably heard it, and that is, all that is required for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Good men, good women, good people to do nothing. And again, I think in many ways the network marketing profession is just a reflection of the world in which we live, honestly. But it's all of our responsibility. It was like when everybody was telling people, if you want to be perceived to be a network marketing professional, then you must have a blog. And if you will do an article, 3 articles a week, then you're going to have people come to your website and connect with you and want to join. And for 97% of the people, that is not true. And if you know something's not true, to say nothing, and I'm not going to say evil will triumph. Because there's a lot of people in this profession, they're good people. They were just raised in the wrong culture, and they were 3%ers, and they were able to do what 97% of the population and 97% of the people on their team will never be able to do. They entered the profession with transferable skills, God-given talent, skills, and abilities, and they were able to enter the profession with those skills and abilities, and they thought everybody could do what they're doing, and they find out the hard way that they can't. Just want to show you one more thing. This is a resource. It's available on Amazon. That will be a really good read for you. I wrote this about the same time I did the scam audio back in 99, 2000. Because again, I saw the profession getting away from the core fundamentals. But it's Network Marketing Training Book and CD. Why the masses of network marketers are frustrated, confused, and don't have a clue what they're doing. And again, this is a booklet and the CD version of it. It's available on Amazon if you just go to dalecalvert.com/masses. And obviously I didn't do this to sell this, but it just came to my mind because, again, you've got to get a clear picture of the market in which you're trying to work and understanding why there is so much anti-MLM out there and how to combat it, how to ignore it, how to work through it. But the main thing that you've got to be able to do is give yourself a chance to win. And the way you're going to do that, again, I'm going to share this with you one more time because it's important, is this will give you the outline. And this outline is something that you'll be able to follow the rest of your career, because this is what you want to look for, the 4 stars which are covered here. Because if there's 1 star missing, it doesn't reduce your chance of success by 25%. You would think, okay, 4 stars, 25% each is 100%. So, well, I'm missing this star, Dale, but that still gives me a 75% chance of success. No, it doesn't. It gives you 0 chance. If you're missing 1 of the 4 stars, you're with the wrong company. And the odds of you making it in today's environment is slim to none. It's not 1995 anymore. In 1995, you could go into any company and say, tell me about somebody that's never been in network marketing. They just joined, and They got to $100,000 plus a year within their first 5 years, and every company in the profession at that time could give you story after story after story of people that happened for. You won't find that now in this profession. The market's changed. Things have changed. It's shifted. And if you're going to win in today's network marketing world, there's probably not anybody in your upline that can show you how to do it, because the odds are they've just taken their team from company to company to company. And, the thing that you have to look at is, okay, who have they taught to make a 6-figure income? Who have they taught? Well, Dale, they're making $472 a month. Okay, that's awesome. $472,000 a year. Awesome. What are their top people on their team, their leaders making? What are they making? What is their background? Who has started with your company who's never been involved in network marketing? Who started with them and created a 6-figure income within 5 years, 3 to 5 years? And if you don't see evidence of that happening, something's wrong. Something's wrong. So again, I appreciate your attention. If you got value from this, please hit a like or whatever you're supposed to do on Facebook, and go check out our podcast sometime. There's some thought-provoking information there. Again, I love this profession, but I despise it. And I feel for these anti-MLM people. I sincerely do. Again, many of them are just thumb suckers that had no business even being involved in network marketing to start with. And they're just trying to ride the coattails of anti-MLMers that are selling merch and trying to get their YouTube video counts up so they can monetize their channel. That's what's really going on there as well. So anti-MLMers, people that love network marketing, I always appreciate your feedback and your comments. Again, my name is Dale Calvert. I've lived it. I understand it. I've helped other people live it. I'm coming from experience, and I really hope that you got value from this. And if you did, leave your comments. If you hated everything that you've just heard, leave your comments. I read them. I love the feedback because it gives me a different perspective sometime, and insight, or many times just confirmation of what a lot of people are feeling. I think the thing that probably makes me a little bit different is I'm not afraid to say what I feel, what I see, what I've experienced. If it steps on somebody's toes, it steps on somebody's toes. But as Jim Rohn taught years ago, you have to care enough about people to tell them what they need to hear, not necessarily what they want to hear. So again, my name's Dale Calvert. Thanks for listening. Subscribe to this channel, and check out our podcast and some of the resources that we share with you in the description. And I wish you much, much success. Have a good one. God bless.